And the time has arrived. All right. Thank you all for gathering, coming to support Miss Shannon McFadden as we celebrate her as our March for 2020 Employer of the Month for the City of Portsmouth. All right. Yes. It's a lot that one has to do to get this honor, so we really want to just take this time to thank and celebrate her dedication to the city, her time and an elegant effort to the city of Portsmouth and what she does for the Department of Social Services. So we'll go through this ceremony. We're just going to be highlighting her today and throughout the entire month. And when you see her around, just give her a hug. Let her know how much she helps you. Let her know, how much you would love to support her as we continue to go around. I want you to know that she spoke very highly of her entire department. She does not receive this honor by herself. Every time I asked her a question, she came right back to, I love who I work with. The people, my team makes it happen for me as well. So I just wanted to say that before we get going. But without further ado, we'll welcome our Deputy City Manager, Mr. LaVorce Pace, as he has some words. All right.
Good morning, everyone. I bring you greetings from the City Manager's office. Unfortunately, she could not be with us today because she's working on some budgetary stuff. And so she couldn't make it, but she did want me to come and send her greetings and to celebrate Ms. McFadden as being an exemplary employee with the City of Portsmouth. We appreciate all that you do to create a team environment that's important in any area. And I'm really happy because social services is part of my portfolio. And it is great to be able to celebrate the work and contributions that you guys do on a daily basis. It says here that she enjoys reading, crafting, cooking, listening to music. So do I. And spending time with her niece and playing with her dog Ziggy. I don't have a dog Ziggy, but here again, this is a wonderful day. We appreciate everybody coming to help celebrate Ms. McFadden, and I just want to say again, I have never received the Employee of the Month award, so I'm very happy when I can come down and celebrate with my colleagues and friends who are such recipients. And I guess at this particular juncture, I won't get one. So all I can do is I can do a little dance for you guys when you get it. But we are very serious about that. Being considered an exemplary employee among your peers is probably one of the highest compliments that your people can pay you. So, Ms. McFadden, congratulations. You've done an excellent job. We appreciate all of your work, your smile, and everything that you bring to the City of Portsmouth. Let's give her another hand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pace. Next, we'll have the Director of Department of Social Services, Ms. Pamela Littlehill, to give some words. All right.
And good morning again, everyone. And I also, Mr. Pace has not received Employee of the Month, but it's okay.
It's
This is truly an honor. I always get a great pleasure out of recognizing our employees and all that we do, and we thank them. And again, there are so many, and it's awesome when we have a hard worker that can stand out and we can recognize all she does. Anytime I see her, there's always a smile on her face. When we need her to do something, she's open to it. What do you need me to do? And she's willing to pitch in. What I want to particularly draw attention to is how much she's contributed to our foster care unit and our foster families. We currently have 40 children in foster care. I had Miss Jada Elliott give me a new count. And that's a big thing for the City of Portsmouth. Dr. Patton always spoke about historically how we used to have hundreds of children in foster care, and that unit has been doing so much to find children permanency. I get requests from citizens constantly, which is amazing to me. I don't know if other cities get it, but Portsmouth, I get an email constantly saying, I'm looking to adopt or looking to be a foster parent. And the first thing I do is zip those to Miss Stephanie Fabrizio, who's the head over in that unit, and I already know where it's going to. So that's coming from me. She gets tons of them. And it's awesome that we have people that are willing to help our children. She works diligently with our foster parents and our staff, holds people accountable when we need her to so that we can get the work done. And we appreciate that. And I think you are a major part in why we have so many children placed in families with permanency. And you've done that. You helped contribute to that just like our workers. So again, I want to thank her publicly for that. And again, just from me, thank you for all that you do. And I truly, truly appreciate you. And I think you know that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Littlehill. Thank you. Who we have next is going to explain pretty much how and why Ms. McFadden got nominated. So I would like to bring to the podium Ms. Jada Elliott. All right.
So, good morning to all. I'm so glad everybody's here to help Ms. McFadden celebrate this nomination that she has gained today. So, I am Jada Elliott. I am the supervisor for the Resource Families and Adoptions Unit over at the Portsmouth Department of Social Services. I am glad to be a part of the celebration on this day for my staff member, Ms. Shannon McFadden. She is deserving of this recognition today. She has done an excellent job for our city of Portsmouth, for our agency, the Portsmouth Department of Social Services, and for our unit, Resource Families and Adoptions Unit. If I could have them to stand up, please. They are here to support her today. She's done an excellent job for our children in the city, which has been stated, and she is just an awesome part of our unit. Not only the smile, she has a voice to go with it. I tell her about her voice all the time. She has a magnificent way of delivering some information to you, even if it's not so good information, but the way she delivers it, you leave feeling okay about it. I tease her all the time, like she probably should have been, I don't know, airline student, I don't know, but the voice, she has a beautiful voice. I'm glad she's here with us, though, with it. So she is to be commended for a strong commitment and excellent service delivery, and I thank her as always on this day for all that she has done. So at this time, I want to read the nominator's submission. Ms. McFadden has multiple roles with the Department of Social Services. She is in charge of the placement of all the children in our care if they are initially born into custody, have to move to another foster home, or they need a placement in a residential facility. Ms. McFadden is also in the role of training, recruiting, approving, and then reassessing all of the foster homes for our locality. This requires her to work multiple nights per week on a regular basis. She also must understand all the rules, licensure standards, laws, and regulations from the city and state regarding child welfare, foster care, adoptions, resource families, local funding, state funding, and federal funding. Ms. McFadden does a very good job of holding co-workers, foster parents, private vendors, and other members of the team accountable. Shannon does this while still maintaining positive and productive relationships with her peers. She gets what she needs from others to meet the requirements of her job. Her verbal and writing skills are excellent. In the last few weeks, Ms. McFadden has had to stay after work hours to organize our incredible 2019 annual adoption celebration. This includes contacting all of the foster parents, adoptive families, foster children, city officials, adoption workers, foster care workers, CPS workers, private vendors, and many others. Ms. McFadden has called multiple caterers and vendors to ensure that the food for the event will be excellent and ready on time. She has been on hold for up to 20 minutes on multiple occasions trying to place orders, following up with details, negotiating prices, requesting free items, and making reminder calls to ensure compliance. Ms. McFadden and her team have purchased decorations and other pertinent items from multiple local vendors while ensuring the efficiency of all funds utilized. While Ms. McFadden was finalizing details of her event earlier this week, she was able to secure the placement in a local residential facility for one of our youth in foster care. The placement of a child with extreme needs is very difficult, time-consuming, and requires a lot of detailed follow-through. She's great at that, I must say. Some of the details include locating a facility that is appropriate for the child, finding a facility with space and that will admit the child, preparing narratives and detailed paperwork for placement packets for FAP, in the facility, Medicaid approval, clinical approval, funding approval, multiple signatures from social workers, supervisors, and the Director of Social Services, and many other items including very specific clinical and funding rules. Ms. McFadden has to gather all of this information from multiple professionals before this placement may occur. This was also an emergency placement, therefore, many of these items had to be created and collected in a timely manner. Ms. McFadden consistently represents the City of Portsmouth and the Department of Social Services by providing excellent customer service, professionalism, accountability, collaboration, and going above and beyond. So at this time, I would like to say congratulations to you again, Ms. McFadden.
Thank you so much, Ms. Elliott. And now we're gonna have words for who we've all come to gather and celebrate and to see. All right, yes. Ms. Shannon McFadden, all right?
Good morning, everyone. Y'all know I don't do this talking in front of large groups like this now. I would just like to say thank you to any and everyone who had anything to do with this recognition today. I am honored and totally humbled, and I'm going to try not to cry up here. I would like to recognize my parents who are here in the front row. Thank you for everything you all have done to support me along the way. I would also like to say that I work with a group of some of the most awesome, dedicated, and hardworking social workers that you could ever ask for. And I just need everyone to know that starts from our leadership down to the supervisors on down to the workers. I couldn't do anything I do without the members of my unit. So thank you all. I appreciate you all. That's it.
Hold on, stay with me for one quick second. All right. I want you to know that this has been reiterated over and over. When we had our interview, all that she kept coming back to was how well and how proficient her team is and how blessed she is to have you all around. So I want you to know that she's been singing you praises throughout this entire process. And I would like to present her with our awards that she's going to be presented with for her accolades as Employee of the Month for March 2020. Excuse me. We have a gift bag from the city clerk's office. We have a plant from Portsmouth Floral that's right up off of London Boulevard. We also have a plaque that it's gonna go downstairs. It's gonna be up until next month, and then she'll get to receive that after this month is over. We also what comes with this is also $350 in your next check from the city. That's right. Hey. Right. An administrative day off, which is a paid day off as well. So, and then, yes, ma'am. And then also a congratulations letter signed by Dr. Patton. All of those documents were signed by Dr. Patton as well. And then we have a couple other Portsmouth gifts as well. A couple pens. We have the golf umbrella as well. So just small token of our appreciation to thank you for your hard work and effort that you give to the city of Portsmouth and the time that you put in here for the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I just want to take this moment to thank a few people that had to do with the setup of the ceremony. I want to thank the Departments of Parks and Rec. They provide us with the PA and podium system. We want to thank the Department of Marketing and Communication. We got Aaron and Greg as well as Mr. LaVoris Pace here as well. So we thank you for their support. Okay, absolutely.
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you must be very special because we have a guest here as well. Our councilman, Shannon Glover, is here to celebrate as well. So let's give him a hand.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I saw the name Shannon. I needed to show up for it.
Okay. Okay. So this is Shannon, the female version. That's great. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Pace, and thank you, Councilman Glover, for being here. We also have former Employee of the Month, Mr. Mack, in attendance as well. Thank you. Yes. And I do see. Okay. He said no. We also want to give thanks to the Employee Recognition Committee. They're made up of 4 individuals who love the city of Portsmouth and who see the nominations come in, take the time to read those and kind of set those grades out. So again, that's also from the Employee Recognition Committee. After seeing your nomination, we want to thank the city clerk, the Parks and Rec already. Started to repeat myself. Properties Management for setting up the room. Yes.
Can I suggest something? I'd like to thank Corbin as well. He does such a great job with this, guys. There's a lot of effort into this to make sure it works. So let's congratulate him.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. And I really get a lot of enjoyment out of this. It's an honor for me to be able to meet quality employees of the city of Portsmouth that work hard and give their efforts to make this city a better place. So I really just want to thank you for your effort. Thank you all for being here as well, for taking the time out of your schedule to come show love and support for Ms. Shannon McFadden. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and conclude and going to celebrate with Ms. Fadden for the rest of the month, all right? Yeah, I think I'll leave everyone with that. Thank you for coming. All right.